Thank you so much for joining me. And today I'm going to take a look at the trades I took on Thursday, September 15th, 2022. So this was a red day. Started off as a bigger red day and then slowly got some of the gains back, some of the losses back rather. But I had one missed opportunity just based on order execution. So took two trades today, one on Tesla to the long side and the other on AMD to the short side. So the market has been a little bit jumpy this week on inflation data. This is early in the week. Had the big, huge drop of about over 1,000 points on the Dow. Everything down, hasn't been down that much since 2020. So the first trade, take a look at here on Tesla. I was looking at it to go long. It was showing a little bit of strength off the open here. You'll see the purple lines here, the pre-market high and low, and the upper, that faint blue is the previous day's high. So everything around like 946, 948 shot up pretty quickly there. You see that big green candle. Everything else in the market did the same right around that time. The NASDAQ and the Qs and the Dow and everything else had that big move there. So I saw that Tesla broke through shortly the previous day's high. So as it came back, you see those four short red candles. I didn't see any big retracement here. So I was looking that it might possibly hold this level. It wasn't getting a lot of sellers, and see the volume is decreasing here on all these red candles. So I thought it might be a good spot to have a long and maybe break through the previous day's high. Tesla pre-split rather is known for those sometimes high day breaks, also known for those high day fake outs too. So you got to be really careful. But I thought it was pretty good trade since it was holding the level. You see that line I drew here right around 305. So it held it, touched below it very briefly, then came back up. So the trade I got into here on the long side for Tesla was the 311.67 call, these weirdly adjusted prices for post-split Tesla. So got in here right at 10 o'clock and 21 seconds, bought one contract at 218. So I was looking for it to break this level here. You see the dotted line right above, looking for it to break once it got to that level. And it got in here and didn't see it quickly. I saw it struggling a little bit, and I was trying to hold it to give it a little more time to break through. And as I saw it not breaking through, I should have cut the loss while it was still just a relatively small loss. Looks like I top ticked it here right when it broke above. See, I got filled here at 218. Just right after that, the options were showing at around 205, 210. So top ticked it getting in, and then pulled back. So it was already down about 10 or 15 bucks right seconds in after the trade. So it was holding for a little bit. I was trying to give it a little more time to work. It gave it too much time. Should have just cut it here for a smaller loss. If I had cut it sooner, it would have ended up being a green day overall based on the next trade I'll show you with AMD. So held this for about 3 minutes and got out on this red candle afterwards here. Now, if you look further to the right here, about 12 minutes or so later, it finally had that break that I was looking for. So I had the right idea just a little bit too early. It pushed above it for over a dollar move there, that next 2 minute candle. So pretty good move. That was the move I was looking for, just a little bit too early on that, and should have cut the loss a little bit sooner to avoid being down so much on just one trade. So at this point of the day, I'm already down about 39 bucks on this one loss here. As soon as I got out here at Tesla at $1.80 on that put at 10:03.16. And one more note about that Tesla trade. If you look here at the 5 minute chart, the first chart was a 2 minute. Looking at the 5 minute, this is another reason why I got in. If you look at here, it was setting up pretty nicely. You see that once again, that huge green candle. So looking, it was showing pretty good setup on the 2 minute and on the 5. So this is another reason why I was thinking it might go. Once again, got in too early, right idea, just a little bit too early. So this is why I was a little bit more confident than normal. Don't always take trades on Tesla. Even with the end of week options about Thursday or Friday, they're a little bit cheaper than they are, of course, at the beginning of the week. So I was willing to take at least a trade on it to give it a chance. But like I said, it was partly because it set up pretty good on the 2 minute and on the 5 minute. So the next trade, the potential trade, or a missed trade rather, is going to be on the Qs. So looking at the chart here for the Qs, you see this dotted line here. It kept testing this area around the 295. So the yellow line is the previous day's close. So it had got positive for a while. It was everything opened up lower right at the market open. and everything struggled slowly and churned higher, but it couldn't quite break through consistently for any decent time above the previous day's close. So you see it tested that dotted line area twice, and then as I saw it come down the third time within a relatively short amount of time, I was looking to get in short here. So the issue, if you look at the order here, you see I had an order here for 10:21 and 51 seconds. And here you'll see the order execution messages I get from my broker. I trade with Schwab Street Smart Edge. Normally I would do a market order since I'm typically trading the Qs, AMD, SPY, and sometimes Tesla. So not much need for limit. But in this case here, for whatever reason, I was looking at trying to get a particular dollar amount. So I had the limit order set up, and as it broke through this dotted line here, taking a look at the chart, it blew past that dotted line, and that was the area I was looking to get in since it had retested it so frequently in the past, just relatively short amount of time. So I was looking to set up here and didn't get filled. So by the time I looked at the order, the price had already flew past 147. It was about at, I think, 155 or 160 by the time I saw that the order didn't fill, and I didn't want to chase it. So you see, it was a really great move here. Everything else, the market, everything turned lower right at the same moment. So everything was turning the corner pretty quickly. But this would have been a really good trade. Now see the purple line here, which is the VWAP. Not so sure how I would have held it if it gets stuck there. You see the wick on that second candle once it breaks below the dotted line here. So that could have been a good order if you were quick on it. And if you had the patience to hold it, of course, it ended up being a great trade. But this just comes down to your strategy. How, what's your profit target here? How much do you want to risk? And once you've got to move, if you're trading more than one contract, if you want to let some run and sell part of it, just pocket, some gains there. So this was a missed trade, and this trade here, if I could have held it at least to the wick area, not even all the way, just maybe halfway through, would have probably put me green on the day. So the next trade that I did end up taking once again is on AMD. And looking here at the 2-minute chart, so once again, the dotted line, I like to draw these lines to kind of mark out where the potential trades, setups, places to take the trade at. So I have a visual for it, so I'm not trying to eyeball it every time. It helps me just to be more consistent with the rules and just taking trades. It doesn't always work, of course, but that's what it's for. That's the purpose of it anyway. So if you look at the left here, that was the first trade I was thinking about taking on AMD. Got a little gun shy here, hesitated, and it would have been a good trade here. So you see that first to the left here, you see those 3 green candles, that long wick there, and the red candle pullback. And then once again, the same big green candle as I mentioned before, everything in the market shot up right here. That was the area I was looking for to break to go long on AMD. So I didn't take that trade. I missed that one here, or actually didn't miss it. I just didn't take it. I did see the setup. I just hesitated and didn't take the trade. So if you look to the right here, the same area got tested again. You see it forming this slight M pattern in the middle here. It got close to that area, right around this 76, 75 area. And then it came down and it tested that dotted line area once again. So this is where I got in at. Now this is on the 2-minute. You see it setting up here. Now if you take a look at the 5-minute, you'll see it forming the exact same pattern here. So you see this M pattern, it double tops here right above the previous day close. And once again, I have that same dotted line. So I had it drawn here because I like, if I see something setting up on the 2 and the 5-minute, which are the charts that I always tend to have up, I used to watch the 1-minute, but not anymore. It caused me to get chopped out too many times. So if I see something confirming on both the 2 and the 5, I'm much more likely to take that trade, and also to possibly size up a little bit more since it's getting confirmation on both charts. If I see set up on maybe one or the other, I'll still take the trade, but maybe not sizing up as much. So like I said, you see the same pattern here on the 5. So looking at the order on AMD, I did take 3 contracts here, got in at 10.25 and 17 seconds, got filled at $1.30 for all 3. And I was trying to hold it at least for a $10 move per contract. Thought about holding it to try and be at least break even or green, but it had to reset and just trade the chart. So held it here. Was actually looking at the 2-minute. There's lots of green candles in the row. So I didn't want to hold it too long, because on the 2-minute it was a little bit overextended, even though once again it did confirm on the 5-minute. I didn't want to be too greedy and hold it for too long. So just held it for about 3 minutes or so, getting out here at 10.28 and 16 seconds, selling all 3 for $1.42, so $12 before any commissions on each contract. So this is something I need to work on better. If I had cut that Tesla loss earlier, I don't want to say if I hadn't taken it, because actually was a decent setup to take. So the issue was it a bad setup? The issue was I held the loser for too long and didn't cut it. So if I had cut that trade, that first Tesla trade sooner, would definitely have a green day. And if I had caught that the move on the Qs, possibly could have got both things, the Qs trade and the AMD trade. It definitely would have been green on the day. So it's something I need to execute better on. And when it's red, if it doesn't go quick, just get out and save your ammo for the next trade or live to fight another day. So those two trades today just on Tesla to the long side, the missed trade on the Qs, and then AMD to the short side. To be down today, $7.24. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to smash the like below. And if you want to continue to follow along on my journey to reach the $25,000 PDT level, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell notification so you don't miss my next upcoming video. Thank you so much for watching and have a great day.